All right, Grasshoppers. It is the Thursday, the 23rd, 2 days until Christmas. Larry Melnick looks pretty good for the accident he had yesterday that was filmed leaving a Christmas party. Back head first into the car. Holy jeez. You all right? Look at how tough you are. It's like nothing ever happened to you.
Just that'll be the 11th concussion, but who's counting?
Yeah.
But no, I would only get that way if I was drinking the hard shit. Just beers don't affect me.
Yeah, I know.
The car. You should see the car. The car's in bad shape.
Freaking, it's got a big grouchy thing on the back there, like a grouchy stick. Jeep, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I want to be the first to say it. Happy birthday to Gresh. Cheers.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yes.
Larry has convinced us all to celebrate in the festive series.
Oh, I thought that was a beer night.
He's got number 30. Is that number 30 on there? Oh God.
What do you think? Of course.
How'd you get that? Did
his buddy Steve Smith
get that made for you?
Yeah. He makes all this stuff. Like we got a Pabst Blue Ribbon chaser. Things are good.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I took my juicer back yesterday.
What happened?
Why'd you take it back?
Didn't work. It started smoking.
You've got to actually go to the store to buy it. I'm sorry, Resh. I love you to death, but I doubt that you actually got it.
He just beat you to the punch, Tommy, because he knew that question was coming.
I know.
Here's the receipt.
Yes.
Took it back. And Mel.
Yes, sir.
I know.
Good.
James, I'm getting yours in the mail, James.
Okay. Can't wait.
I don't know why Mel sends it to me here in the States, and I've got to send it back to Canada.
What's the only address I had? I didn't have Jeep's address either, but I guess I could have got it. But it was for you three guys, and then I forgot Jeep, and now you'll get them. You'll get it to him.
So, Gresh, what kind of juicer did you get?
I don't remember. I have to look it up. I don't remember. Okay. I don't keep track of my appliances, what the names are. You know,
okay. All right.
I have enough kids do that.
Okay, good. All right. So, as predicted here from somebody sitting in this very chair that looks just like me, the NHL is not going to the Olympics. No big surprise, right? I'm going to ask you guys your opinion. The one thing I thought was a surprise was a statement that came out from the NHL claiming that they decided not to go because they had to reschedule games because of COVID. It wasn't because of fears from the players about COVID. I almost felt that was a little bit of a, in my opinion, that the kind of the owners should, particularly Mr. Bettman, took the hit for the players on that one. You guys agree?
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I think they don't want to go. You want to be stuck in China for 3 weeks after?
Right. So, but I guess my question is, though, then why did they go to Gary and say, listen, Mr. Bettman, can you take the hit for us? Make it look like it was a scheduling issue, not a COVID issue.
They couldn't boo him any louder. I mean,
Yeah. So that was my.
I think it's a good idea. I mean, I don't.
It's a story every Olympics. The NHL shuts down for 3 weeks, and they lend their players to the Olympics to make hundreds of millions of dollars off the hockey part of the Olympics.
Right.
And that the league does get global exposure, but they don't.
Yeah. You
don't know what that is in terms of dollars.
Right. I think in their mind, they know that there's really nothing they get in terms of dollars. It may help the players in some ways, but
so
yeah.
I think, and so I think this year the players didn't, obviously weren't that keen on going to China. I think that was.
Yeah, the whole idea about going to China with all the human rights issues too. That's.
I know that.
Well, gee, if you were playing, would you went?
I wouldn't have wanted to. I mean, I don't think would I be the only guy who said I'm not going because of China's human rights?
You have to make up your mind. I mean, you're pretty close to a full-grown man. You can make up your own mind when you're. I'm talking about your 20s.
Yeah.
I'm talking about now. No, I'm not
pretty close to a full-grown man.
Then, yeah.
When I was 20, I was so naive. I didn't know what was going on outside of the city I lived in.
20, 30. Are you kidding me? 40 years. I'm still like that.
Well, Tommy got a lot smarter after he was in Windsor one night.
Yeah, totally. A lot smarter.
Anyway,
okay, so I was thinking of Mel the other day. I saw a video of Dylan Larkin in warm-ups for the Detroit Red Wings. He went joking around, crashing into the glass, and he spilled the guy's beer on the other side. Had to go by him. Can you imagine the uproar if his beer was spilled? Oh my God. What would you
Okay.
have done now?
So he did that in purpose, banged into the glass.
Didn't realize the beer was there, realized that he had spilled the beer and went and bought the guy a gentleman.
Oh, he
beer.
did. He got like the equipment or trainer
Yeah.
to go buy the guy beer. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. That's,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great story
Yeah.
how that turned out.
Imagine old Mel. Imagine the look in his face with the beer spill. Oh my God.
I wouldn't have been sitting down there anyways, Tom. And when I go to the games, I don't watch them, so I'm up in the box.
Yeah. It's incredible how much you know about what's going on for someone who doesn't
Okay.
follow the game.
No kidding.
I have no idea what's going on.
I thought you were going to say he accidentally hit the boards.
Yeah, he was one of those things joking around, kind of rammed into it. And yeah.
Because I don't know if you remember, but I used to go like I think second after the goalie.
Yep, I remember.
And I used to, as soon as I got on the ice, I wanted to get my legs going. Like I used to go hard.
Right.
So in Philadelphia, we came through the bench.
Yep.
We walked down the hallway through the bench and then straight across the ice.
Yep.
I know you were playing. I don't know if you remember it. Both you and Gresh were playing. Can't remember what it was. Might have been 86 mil or 85, but I went. I got on the ice right through the bench and I went full speed across the ice and I toe picked about 8 feet from the boards.
I don't remember this, but it
and
sounds
head first into the boards and no helmet. So
Chief, to your defense, I don't think you toe picked. I think you stepped on that dog shit on the
that's
envelope.
right on the Spectrum ice. But from that point on, I wore a helmet and warm up.
Oh God, I don't remember that cheap.
No, Tommy, all I remember was you laughing. I honestly remember you laughing your head off in warm up. So,
oh God, I'll never forget one time, and Jeep, you were part of this too, where we were watching game film one time, and Mel and I were playing together. We both went to hit the guy in front of the net at the same time, and we're both on the opposite side, so we both fell down, and we both jumped up like looking around like nobody saw that, and you were dying laughing because Mel and I were exactly the same. Like nobody saw us fall down. We didn't fall down.
Got a new shirt, Tom? You got a new shirt on today?
No, Mel. I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
That's a new shirt for you, though. That's
Yeah. Swag.
Jackie sent you that lovely person, Jackie.
That's Jackie.
Did you pick
Yeah.
on?
My good friend Jackie. Yep.
Did you pick on all the time?
I don't pick on Jackie.
not anymore.
No.
I guess we straighten that out, yeah.
Oh, yeah, now Jackie's the best, right?
Yeah. All's good in the universe now.
So James, you guys, when's the last game you played?
We played on the 18th against Brandon and
Saturday.
yes, on Saturday. And so we have 8 days off. We
Nice.
practice on the 26th and then we play them again on the 27th. So
I know this is not important to you, but for the viewers listening in, what's your record currently?
I don't even know. I
it's
don't
so
know.
funny.
We're like 25-5.
25.
Something like
And
that.
where does that put, and again, I know you don't keep track of this. Where does that put you ranking wise in the country?
First.
Number one.
First or second.
For a second. Okay. Good.
25-5. That's almost as good a record. Wow. As Guidry had pitching in one year,
Yeah.
1977. 25-3.
No, this doesn't matter to you as well, but where does it put you in the ranking for Coach of the Year in the Canadian hockey?
There's no voting or rankings for that. Maybe there's Vegas odds. Who knows? But
I would say you're odds-on favorite. I would say
Speaking of coaches,
yes.
Bordelot
No. Boudreaux.
Boudreaux.
or Boudreaux.
We can change his name. We change his name to Bordelot. That's fine.
Well, that's because he wants to have a new start.
It was your birthday yesterday. You can do what you want. It's your birthday.
How can the guy come in and win? What did he win? 5 in a row, 6 in a row,
7 or 6. He's won 6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7. Yeah.
5 or 6? Which one is it? Doesn't matter.
6 or 7.
Make it 6.
It's 6.
How can you win 6 in a row with that team and the guy before him couldn't win anything?
Mel, you're in that city. What's going on? What are they saying?
I have no freaking clue. No clue.
Well, that has been his history that he does well during the regular season, but the playoffs he doesn't do well. Yeah.
Different voice. A different voice comes in he's a loosey goosey type of guy. You know, he played for 30 years in the minors. Rode the bus, did the hard time like I did. He comes in and
well, apparently everybody loves him too. Like it's like playing for your grandfather, right? Everybody wants to work hard.
Yeah. I saw him getting on the ice for the first time.
Yeah.
Looked like me.
he's a tad large.
Oh my God.
Conditioning.
I thought he was going to fall on his fat ass.
I think it's that, but it's also the other coach. It's established who his guys are, who possibly isn't, who's in the doghouse, and everything is wiped clean.
Yeah.
And so I think just everyone's got a fresh start. They can't blame the coach. They don't have that mindset that, this guy's screwing me or this is wrong with the team. So I think that and a loosey goosey guy who's been around, he is coached for, he's coached for 40 years, but he's coached in the league for 20, I think, or close.
Yeah.
He does have some experience. So I will say that.
But he seems like a nice guy to play for. I mean, I think
so.
I don't really know him.
Yeah.
Who was he drafted by when he
Toronto. He played for the Leafs. He played like maybe a year in Toronto, and
like I'd like to say I remember him, but I don't even remember me back then. So, I mean, he seems like he does. I think when he was coaching Washington, right? He was once they were up 3-1, or they were down 3-1 to the Rangers, and they came back with but he couldn't could never get by the second round, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't had success in the playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah. But
who knows? Maybe this is his year.
I hope. Listen, I watch him on NHL Network, and I think he's comical. I think he's funny. He's good insight to the game.
Mm-hmm.
I like watching him.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like watching Mel. It's kind of like watching Tommy's Jillian.
Yeah.
Okay. Saying that, Jillian was great on the show last week, but I was really surprised how she channeled Tom. She channeled Tom as this criticism of Mel. Like she just held nothing back on going after Mel.
Well, I mean, Mel's been so hard on her, like the disrespect. He calls her Julian and all this kinds of stuff. And she's a human being. She's got feelings, right?
That was it.
Hey, Jeep, I got it. Hold on. I got three things going through my head. So this is three things. It's mass confusion up there right now.
Right.
Phone, I talk into the phone. I don't type, and it comes up Julian. So now it's Julian. I don't whatever, right? But have you noticed Deborah Messer?
That's so lack of respect for her, though. You don't have the time to type, though. Like you don't even have the time to type her name.
I didn't have my glasses on. I didn't know that I misspelled it.
Okay.
But Deborah Meseringhausen wants to is very concerned. Like all of a sudden you're in a Rochelle. See ya.
Bye, honey. Bye, sweetie.
Hey, all of a sudden, Tommy, after 2 weeks of being visibly upset, we were concerned. All of a sudden, she's on the show. Now the boys are on Sunday. The boys come over. Look, like you're a totally different guy. So. Did she call you? Like, you're okay now, right?
No, I felt better. Like, her and I are close friends. She obviously has a love in her life, and I'm very happy for her. So, it's when I have somebody in my life, I'm happy that they're happy, right? I mean, I'm not trying to pull people down. I'm trying to build people up.
I'm not saying the people were concerned about you and your state, and now you're.
I'm explaining the situation. I was concerned about her, the way you were treating her, the way you were treating Jackie. It seems to be a pattern with these young women where you treat Jackie poorly, you treat Jillian poorly. I mean, it's all good, Julian. It's all good, Julian.
Anyways, Jeep, a couple questions for you. Well, because
you said you had three things going through your mind. Was that it?
Yeah. So I missed last week. I know everybody was upset, but
why did you miss last week? What was going on?
Because I told you, Gresh had to go to the city. He said he wasn't going to make it. I said I can't make it on Friday. I just can't. So.
What
were you doing? Your business, a family?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Sure.
Mel missed last week?
Yeah. So Jeep, and we have some unfinished business from 2 weeks ago. So
Well, if you would show up every week, we wouldn't have to wait for 2 weeks then.
Well,
But I think James has got a good point. Why were you not here? You can't just say.
But now I got notes because we have some unfinished topics from 2 weeks ago. Okay, so Jeep, you and Matt Cockle are getting along good, right? You and Cocky?
Yeah,
Cocky. Okay, so
Cocky hockey.
Yeah. And there's just while I remember, Flocky just texted me the old coach that I threw my skate at, Bobby McCammon, passed away this morning.
This morning.
Did he coach Philadelphia?
Yeah, Philadelphia, Vancouver.
Yeah.
I think he just passed. He had a long term.
Smurfs.
Sorry to interrupt you too, but we lost Kurt Ridley.
I know.
Yeah,
I talked to Kurt like a month ago. I called him, and he was my netminder, my first in Providence, Rhode Island, with the Providence Reds in '74. The Reds. He was such a nice man, like nice. Such a good teammate. Like he wasn't like an ordinary goaltender.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
Ordinary.
Normal.
Well, cuckoo, like the cuckoo ones. He was a. I remember scoring against him in Vancouver, and I went behind. I scored and went behind the net, and I said to him, we were good friends. I go, sorry, because it was about 6-2 at that time. So
I said that to JD when I scored on him too.
Sorry,
yeah, you did. Yeah.
Mel, what were you going to say?
Okay, so we have a couple of issues that weren't resolved, and Jeep, the look on your face when I mentioned it was priceless. But so you're going to have 8 days off, and you're going to have a bag skate when you get back, right? So we didn't finalize like what is it in women's hockey, right? So,
but is it called a bag skate still, James? They still call it that? It's a conditioning day.
We're old school in the coach's office. It's bag skate.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So Tom, have you talked to the people and figured out what it is in women's hockey?
We call it conditioning days. Actually, our girls team was rabid. Well, a few of the girls got COVID actually too. So,
Have you won a game yet, Tom?
Oh, Ron shows how little you follow. The rink we play in is like 2 minutes from where you live. You don't even know our record. Your daughter goes to the school. Yes, we've won a game.
How am I supposed to know that? You don't text me anything.
3-2.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you.
Why'd you lose?
How is the interaction with the girls on the bench and like?
I'm having a hard time with the discipline. I cannot yell at the girls. I can't raise my voice. I just can't do it.
But you don't have to.
No, I know. But they're they're excellent. The girls, they really try hard to do the things you ask them to do. But like when I've coached the boys at this age, we're the same with James for you. I mean, when we were playing at that age, we thought we knew everything, and those kids do too. So it's with the girls.
You've been watching that the girls Olympic, what have you called it? U.S. Canada rivalry series.
I have not.
I've been watching it. Pretty good hockey.
Yeah, girls are good.
I mean, it's. I know it's not the junior teams could probably beat those girls. I don't want to say that, but they like to beat each other up.
See, the problem there, Joseph, is that we've seen the treatment towards Jillian and to Jackie, and we're trying our best to limit that interaction. But
there's been no yelling, Tom. I don't know why you want to stir the pot. And here's another thing: when is my state? When is the abuse of me going to be over? Can we get somebody else on, like I don't know, Mike Rogers or somebody that we can abuse instead of me all the time?
I don't think it's abuse. I thought I'm supporting you. I've said this over and over. I have total respect for you. The things that you've gone through in your life, the treatment from the young woman who said you're going to be a Zamboni driver, not being in the book in Edmonton, all the things that you've been through, and you are still this fantastic husband, father. So it doesn't mean you're perfect. And if you have issues that need to be dealt with, then I feel like as a friend of yours, I'm here to help you with those issues.
Hey, Rochelle, Tom's swinging the shit again. Swinging the shit again.
It means they like you. It means they like you.
So
I never bug you though, but it means Tommy and Gretch like you.
Because No, but
So
Jeep, you're a nice guy. You've always been. You're from Winnipeg. You're from the high class end of Winnipeg. You got brought up right. You and Steven. And Tom was. He was on Maggie's. He grew up on Maggie's farm. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
But get this. Well, people think I'm the exact opposite of my brother to start with.
You are.
But Gresh grew up on the farm out in good soil, salt of the earth.
Yeah.
Hey,
Bad dirt.
working family, working folks. Tommy, working folks.
Yeah, absolutely. No flushing toilets. You know, I don't see you supporting me with all the things that I went through, Mel. So maybe I don't know.
I tried, Tom. I tried.
I know, Ron. I listen. You're like a brother to me because how much you try for me.
Okay, Mel. What other unfinished business from 2 weeks ago, or from your notes?
Well, that was one. So the bag thing. So I'm over at Steve Smith's house, not the Steve Smith that shot the puck in his own net, and we're discussing this with. There's 2 guys and 4 women, or 3 guys and 4 women at a small Christmas.
Which woman came by herself? What woman came by herself?
How'd she look?
And why was she by herself?
I have no idea. Doesn't matter. One of Rochelle's
Oh,
friends.
that's a big
One of
point.
Rochelle's friends. Was this a divorce? Was she divorced or widowed or what?
I guess so. Yeah.
Is your husband at home or doesn't have one?
What was her name? What was her name?
Her name's Leanne.
Leanne.
How old is she?
I don't know. Younger than me, 50.
Oh, okay. That's
That narrows it down right there, saying younger than me. There.
That's enough. That's enough.
So, anyways,
blonde or brunette?
Blonde, but I don't think.
You know
I think
for sure?
phony blonde.
Phony blonde. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, how do you know
Anything
that?
else phony?
Everything else is
Long
okay.
hair or short hair?
Scraggly, blonde.
Scraggly.
Yeah.
Oh, she's
She's
not
not
watching.
watching the show. Is she
Well,
in
her
shape?
husband- Her husband will be watching. She's in good shape. Yeah,
Why? Where was her husband?
sitting right beside me.
No, but I'm asking. There was the extra woman there. that
You
was-
said, yeah. Come on, Mel.
Okay, enough. So, anyways, what do you think she came up with as an answer for the woman's bag skate?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, like better you tell us than us guess.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not. But just she called it the V bag.
The V-bag.
So, anyways, and here's another one. So these are the conversations we have at a Christmas party, right? So, anyways,
Well, that's what happens when you have an extra woman there.
that's
Like
right.
she's
So here's another one. I had talked about getting tattoos and the people trying to help me out and getting tattoos. And Leanne says, "Well, I'm going to get a tattoo of a camel." I said, "What the hell do you want a camel for?" "Well, I'm going to put it on my toe."
I was just gonna say a camel toe skate.
I know. I've seen that on TikTok lately. That's
Anyways,
okay. Let's get back to this extra woman thing here. So, so there's an extra woman. Let's discuss her.
no.
No.
She's
No.
married.
They're not watching. No one's watching.
Yeah, this is just
Married.
between us.
Yeah,
It's just us.
among us.
It's just us here.
Tom,
Hey, so
she's
Tom.
married.
Hey, Jeep, do you go to Canadian Superstore?
Yes, I do.
That is sausage. Are you licking on a sausage there?
Pepperoni.
You said that. Meat. Just get that meat out of here.
Tom, you won't eat that stuff. That stuff is so good. Anyway,
Is that a Vienna sausage? Where was that?
no, Schneider's.
Schneider sausage.
Yeah. Hey,
I
Mel.
just-
So, Mel, do you have a tattoo? Or are you thinking about getting one still?
No, I got one tattoo and I've got a coupon. My kids got me a coupon last Christmas, a year ago. I still haven't gone to get it.
That would be.
You want
that
to
would
get
be last
um,
Christmas.
I gotta get
That
some.
would be
you
last
want to get
Christmas.
your Stanley Cup? How about that
I don't
tattoo? Then?
I don't know about that. The girl that I
How
use.
How about your the logos of the teams you played for? Just small.
Could do that.
How about pictures of the three of us, like Ron and James and I?
How about
Snapshot
a
of this
picture
right
like
now.
that, Mel? How about a picture like that?
I see Mel wearing those shoes.
Somebody said that to me, but they had it with Islander Stanley Cups.
Didn't
They
you
want
send
to know
that to
whether-
me too? There's a lot more to that picture than just what you're showing there.
No, that's it.
Oh, I thought you sent me that.
Mel, what year were you on the Oilers?
2 cups, 84.
I know,
and
no,
85.
but what years?
There's no record of
84.
that. James, there's no record of that.
84 and 85.
Okay, because
There's no record.
If you go to the book there that includes all the Oilers,
yeah.
it's not there.
I just finished yesterday. Ken Dryden wrote a book, Scotty, on Scotty Bowman.
Oh.
I got it almost a year ago, and kind of sat on the shelf, and then I just with the time off, I took a little trip and I read this book, and unbelievable book on Scotty Bowman's history, and Ken Dryden's a great hockey writer. And in the book, it goes from Scotty's history to the 8 greatest teams of all time and who is the greatest team of all time.
Oh.
And one of them was the 84 Oilers.
Huh? And
it was the 82 Islanders, 84 Oilers, the 50, the Detroit dynasty, their team, the Toronto dynasty in the early to mid 60s, Montreal dynasty, 2 Montreal dynasties, but it was such an incredible book from the encyclopedic knowledge of Scotty Bowman, he's 89 now, I think.
Right.
But he saw them all. He started watching hockey like literally at six years old. Grew up in Verdun, just outside Montreal, but had a graphic memory of the league and players from the time he was 10 years old.
This is Ken Dryden writing what Scotty Bowman thought.
Ken Dryden wrote the book, but it's on Scotty, and it's Scotty Bowman's kind of story, but Scotty Bowman's knowledge, like he saw them all. He saw the great teams in the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, and 70s. He knows like how good Doug Harvey was, how good Orr was, how good every player was in their era.
So, James, when you see that kind of stuff in Scotty Bowman, who's viewed as one of the greatest coaches ever, do you look at it and like say, yeah, I believe that Scotty is one of the greatest coaches ever. I believe in his stuff. I
always wondered about that. Was he the greatest coach, or was he so fortunate he coached the greatest teams?
Right.
I mean, he coached Montreal, won 5 Stanley Cups there through the greatest era, the greatest players, then went to Pittsburgh with Mario, and then Detroit with the greatest players.
But when he was in Buffalo, he didn't have a whole lot of success.
And he didn't have the success in Buffalo. But so you wonder then, you can look at it 2 ways, but the guy his nickname was Rain Man because he was, there was parts of him like Dustin Hoffman, that character, like he's got a incredible memory. Like his mind is, so I mean, you can't deny the success he's had. You can't deny his knowledge of the game. Translate. I mean, could he translate to players over, when he's coached for 30 some years, and was he able to adapt? I don't know.
You kind of wonder how much of it is just putting the right players on. Like I remember Detroit was playing Philadelphia. They had the Legion of Doom, right, with Lindros, and he put Nick Lidstrom and Murphy on against that line. I'm thinking, what are you thinking? They're going to get run over. But his logic was that nobody's going to be able to push that line around. So let's use players that are smart and use their angles well, which those two, Larry Murphy and I thought after, like, wow, and they won. But
I thought Philly would kill them that series.
Yeah, totally.
Detroit won in 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
The reason I brought it up though, Mel, because the team you played on was viewed as one of the greatest teams of all time. Some can argue it's the best team ever. But you have to compare against the eras, every era. You have to compare about how many points ahead you were of the next team, even your scores. Like you cannot deny. You go to the scores when Gordie Howe, like the Detroit teams, when Howe was so dominant, Howe winning scoring titles, he won the scoring title by 10 points or 12 points over the next guy. Gretzky won by 100 points. Even a different era with, they said the live puck and the goalies who weren't what they are now, but it's obviously you compare against the era that they were in. But you were, I guess all I'm saying is, Mel, you were part of that team. That's one of the greatest ever.
That was the 85. That was the 85 team. The only team, well, no, I shouldn't say the only team, but the Montreal team, they won 5 in a row, right? 5 cups in a row. And the one year they only lost 8 games. So
Oh, that was 77 or 78.
76, 77 in there. They lost 8 games.
They lost 8 games that year. That team was a lot of fun to play against. You touched the puck, that was like a goal for you.
If you do look at that team, they had 3 Hall of Famers on defense.
Yeah. Remember those guys? So Robinson, Savard,
and Lapointe.
And Lapointe.
You know, and
remember they had all left-handed shot defensemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. They were tough to play against.
But then you look at
the Islanders were tough to play against too. And then Edmonton was tough to play against too. So
I actually, and I mean it's a compliment to the Islanders. I actually thought the Islanders maybe less talented, but just knew how to win. Right. I mean, when I say less talented, yeah, I don't know what I
know, but that's why they talk about the Islanders. They knew how to win, but when they got Bossy was the talent. Like they, you know, as far as like an elite talent player, he was the one guy. Who was that guy? You guys, we lost in Edmonton. Gresh, I'll never forget this. We lost like 11-1 or 11-2. I know I'm on a highlight reel of Gretzky and Curry on a 2-on-1 on me that they pass it back and forth so many times that I'm spinning circles at the score. Yeah. But I'll never forget Bob Froese came over to yell at us. Like it was a timeout or there was a delayed penalty, and he was so mad. You know, he probably let in about 7 of the goals, and he came to yell at us on the bench, especially as defenseman. And Gresh told him to get the fuck back in the net before you get a fucking sunburn from the red light going on.
I remember that too. I do remember that. Yeah.
I will never forget that.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I know. Nothing worse than a goalie coming over.
You think we don't feel bad enough? You're getting roasted by, you know, and Mel's on the other. Mel probably got 4 assists just from passing it up to someone who went end to end.
Yeah. Sitting on the bench eating the Vienna sausage.
Yeah.
What was the final of that game?
It was 11-1 or something.
11-2 or something like that.
That Guess I know we told a story, but that was like the one in Winnipeg when Carol Vadnais was on the bench there. We were getting smoked too.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was one of my low lights in my life right there when I snapped at Vad.
Remember the one in Vancouver when Dave Maloney, Steve Baker's in net.
Oh,
I guess the blue line and fires it in, and the red line goes in. And Baker all hollers at Maloney, "Get out of the way!"
Well, that was Eddie Mio. Eddie Mio with the rare roots. No, it was Siltonen or whatever it was. Flipped the puck from center.
That was in Edmonton.
Yeah. So, and I skate in the corner because I don't know where it's going. The puck goes in the net. Eddie blames it on me because he was following me.
Yeah, and I remember Dave because I was on the ice with him, and I remember Dave going, you know, Dave used to put his go like this with a stick, right? And he goes, "Just stop the fucking puck." He's looking at his blood, his veins are out here.
That's funny. That is funny. Think about how many times that happens during a career, right? Where a guy's just losing, you're playing a terrible game, you're losing your mind, you're saying stuff.
Oh God. I remember some of those years in the 70s when JD was in net though. And we were being warm-ups. And the team was like they were trading guys and moving guys out of there so fast, and everything was so screwed up. So we were shooting at pucks at JD's feet in warm-ups to get him ready for the game. And he would get mad. And in practice.
He was funny. Like, if you ever tried to shoot one in the top corner, which I wasn't doing, he would take his glove off, his catching glove, put it on the end of a stick. And he's funny, man. Mel, you got any homework going on today or what? What's going on?
No, I'm done for the day.
No, you're not. You're just getting started.
No kidding. Like, James, thanks for jumping in there. Like, this idea that like this is a 60-minute show, like a game is a 60-minute game. You cannot show up, play the first period, and kind of go half-ass, and then
it's supposed to be Christmas. I'm in a pretty good mood, but I'm going to get pissed off here. So why did Tom Laidlaw get invited to Phoenix, who doesn't frickin' golf, and I don't get not even a text, an email, not even nothing. Okay.
Do you want me to give my explanation?
Let's stir the pot. Because stir the pot, Tommy. Go.
No, okay. So clear. They're rewarding high net worth individuals who spend a lot of money at Ranger games buying
HNWs.
That's right.
Yeah.
So they want somebody that's going to treat them nicely and like be cordial with them. Like I don't think
I'm
like
not-
you know.
I'm not there yet.
Well,
I think, Mel, that Gresh and Tommy are kind of like
Well,
do a lot of charity work for the Rangers and appearance type of things. And I think that was a reward for Tommy.
thank you, James. That's a diplomatic thing. This the diplomatic way of saying it.
Would you really call that a reward, though? Flying out to Phoenix for a day?
we were there 2 days. It's beautiful. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Went to the Wrigley Mansion for dinner on Tuesday night. Outside all day on Wednesday. Went to the game.
You got a sunburn
Some
too,
vitamin
Tom.
D.
Tom, you got a sunburn. Should have wore a hat.
It wouldn't matter, Ron. Just it wouldn't matter.
No. Okay, what are you guys all doing for Christmas?
Not much for me.
First of all, are we still allowed to say Merry Christmas or we have to
Yes.
keep it?
Yes,
Yeah,
on this show you are.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah.
Is that your tree back there, Jeep?
Yeah, it is. That's
Very
my-
cool.
Did the girls decorate that? Your daughters?
No, well, you know what? My daughter just flew in last night. Her plane was delayed. Got here like 1 a.m, and but I did that. I know the star on top's a little crooked, but it's too heavy for the tree.
Well,
So-
see, anybody could put it straight up and down, James. I think
Yeah,
you're
that's
looking
right.
creative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mel, do you have a tree in your house?
Yes,
Fake or real?
fake. I think it might be impossible to even find a real tree now.
Why?
Everybody's sold out. I couldn't find any eggs. I couldn't find any Clamato juice. I couldn't find any antifreeze. It's going to be 15 below here.
Was this all because of the floods? Like they're getting
No.
products in? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
They just opened the Coca-Cola Jeep. It was destroyed in like 20 places. And now the Coca-Cola has already opened up. It's an engineering marvel.
Well, my good friend Jillian was telling me about that.
That it was repaired that quick.
By December, they didn't think they'd get it. It's temporarily repaired. Like, what do they say? It was not supposed to be open until the end of January. It's open on December 20th. It's unbelievable. Like, anyway,
Okay, Mel, what do you do for Christmas? Like family or
PBR.
okay?
Yeah. My daughter came from Victoria yesterday. My son's in the basement. He lives in the basement. The four of us. Everything in BC is on shutdown again, lockdown. So
Oh, because of COVID, they shut it down?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if you go to stores, you have to wear masks or you can't go to stores.
if we go to a restaurant, we have to show our vaccination, and six people per table, no mingling. You can't get up except to go to the bathroom and get the hell out of there.
What if we only have 2 seats at the table? So you can have 6 people?
Here's my
Outside.
daughter's here. She's back from Syracuse.
Hi, daughter. How are you doing?
Hello there.
I'm good.
This is Gia. She's here cleaning up.
Oh, please.
Well, there's a big job. That's a
Looks
big
like-
job.
It looks like she's cleaned up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. They only did the upstairs so far.
Well,
I know.
Yeah.
so we're just gonna today is the kids just took off and went to get booze because that'll be important.
Nice.
Couple of
Now,
presents.
you like turkey dinner for Christmas or
Well, can I get to that, or are you going to interrupt me?
you go in your soliloquy? I don't know when.
Wait,
You're
So the turkey's on the counter or in the sink right now, getting ready. We're going
Is
to
that
have
kind of early?
Can you let me finish?
Well, it's
So
kind of
anyway-
early for the turkey, isn't it?
We're eating a turkey dinner tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
We're going to open up a couple of presents today. We're going to have a few drinks today. We might go to a restaurant, have a little snack, just to see the people, wear
Get
the
some
nice
sausage.
clothes,
Some sausage and
have some
cheese.
sausage, garlic sausage, cheese, cracker,
right.
and then Christmas Day we go to a movie.
Really?
Boxing Day,
What movie you go to on Christmas Day?
whatever she wants. She's the
Oh.
boss.
So let's get back to this party with the extra woman.
Yep.
We really got to solve this. Okay, so there's 4 women that were there with a male companion, right?
No, it doesn't matter. Next,
No, it does matter. This is important to me. There's 4 women. There's 4
how's the
women that are
cabin,
there.
Chief? How's the cabin?
it's coming.
Yeah.
Come here. I'll show you a picture where it is now.
Now, I'm a little bit concerned about this scenario. I'm kind of worried about your marriage, to be honest with you, to tell you the truth. I want to make sure everything's stable. So there's 4 women that are there with companions, right?
With their what?
4 women that are there with companions, right?
Oh, I thought you said something else. Jesus Christ.
Right
no
now?
specking, no specking to Deutsch.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
That's-
great. That's nice.
That's where it is right now.
Wow, very
Very
nice,
nice.
James. Good job.
Oh, very nice.
So Jeep confirmed. July 16th is the wedding. Okay, North
Hey,
End. Yeah.
Yep.
So
You got a room here. I mean,
no, I'm going to stay with my buddy.
Okay, there we go. We get right to the source here. It was my daughter. She was the expert. Stephen Smith, who did
Oh,
not
there's
shoot his own net.
Steven Smith's watching. Oh boy,
It was just
not
why
the guy
didn't
who shot in his own net.
not the guy that shot in his own net. The
Why
guy that
didn't you
makes,
just tell us it was his daughter? What's the big deal?
you can't talk about somebody's daughter like that, Tom.
It's simple. You just say it was Steve Smith's daughter. She did not shoot the puck in her own net either.
Maybe I forgot.
Which Steve Smith was this?
It's just Steve Smith that makes Stanley Cups and
Oh.
glasses and everything for Mel. He works for Mel, basically. Does all his memorabilia. Gresh, what are you going to the casino? Are they casino still open, or what's going on?
Oh, it depends on what happens on the game on the 27th. So I'm taking my son to the game. If the game's on, then depends how that. It's all around the game,
The Ranger game.
Ranger game.
Oh, because
I don't go to any of the games.
You
I got invited to the Islander, whatever you call that place.
Belmont?
It's like a mausoleum or whatever.
Not anymore, Ron.
Oh no!
No.
Oh, they won a game there, didn't they?
Yes. Yep.
Wow.
They
That
could
looks good on them too.
You know, I saw an old picture of Punch McLean, or a current picture of Punch
Yeah,
McLean.
me too.
He looked a little. He's got some years on that.
He's got to be close to 90 now.
Yeah. Ernie
Yeah, he
Punch
was
McLean.
a fantastic teacher.
Yeah.
Like,
He was Gresh.
oh yeah, he would do. There was if you were like followed what he was teaching, he would go to the end of the world for you.
I
There
heard
was
that.
never nothing. I remember my very first game there. I played in that old New Westminster barn, and I'm sitting on the bench and you know the helmets and that stuff weren't that great back then. And all of a sudden, bang! He went to throw a trash can on the ice, and it bounced off the back of my head. My first concussion. But back then, they weren't called concussions; they were called hangovers, right?
Yeah, they didn't keep track of that. Yeah, that's what's interesting. Mel knows how many he's had because I don't.
I don't know how many I had.
Mel was he your junior coach too?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
All I remember, what I remember is it was pretty like. I think the guys previous, like I don't know who were your Ron. Who were the guys that were the veterans when you got there?
When I got there, there was Lauren Henning,
Yeah.
Bobby Stump, Bobby Craig,
Bobby Hess.
Ernie Lukowicz. What?
Hess.
Well, he got there after me, but we left at the same time.
Yeah.
Bobby Hess only played.
I think the aura of the New Westminster Bruins back then was like I was scared shitless going into the dressing room, training camp and all that. So I just watched what the guys did, how hard they worked, and we did the same thing in practice every day. Just the simple shit. 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, like 3-on-1s. Shoot the puck from the point. Just basic hockey, and we went to 4 straight Memorial Cups.
Yeah, that's all he taught, right?
Yeah. What do you play a hockey game with orange cones on the ice? What the hell's a cone doing on the ice? Gee.
James, you use cones? James, you use cones, right?
Never in practice, but we do for skill work after practice. Footwork.
That's not a boy. See, that's a good coach.
Right.
Well, question for you, Jeep. And then when you sign a contract, did you sign for multiple years? Is it like?
Oh, that's personal. You can't ask him that.
As a coach,
Yeah, as a coach, why not?
yeah,
You can't ask him his business side of it.
yeah.
I didn't ask him what he's getting paid. I'm just asking him. He
Yes, in the terms of his agreement. That's not appropriate.
Yeah, it was like a 3-year
3-year deal. So you're there for another couple of years, or you got one more year, or what do you have?
Well,
after this, he signed an extension after being coach of the year.
no, I think I'm in the last year now.
This is the last year? Well, no, Tom, he's going right to the NHL. Just right past the AHL, go right to the NHL.
Well, Winnipeg job is open right now, right?
Rocco better be careful.
James, what does your family do? You're all in Winnipeg there now. Do you all get together?
Yeah, we do. We the family we had the house we grew up in. The family moved in the like 65. My mother passed away 3 years ago. My father 3 years before that. So the family house is still in the family, and it's going to be sold in the spring. So it's going to I have 5 sisters, most who live in British Columbia. One lives in Calgary. My brother lives here in Winnipeg, but so everyone's coming back for the last Christmas at the family house.
Nice.
And but yeah, and just the last 2 years, it's been my 2 daughters and me, and my brother and his family, my sisters, and yeah, so kind of big family gathering.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Like,
And we always skate. We go for a skate at the outdoor rink on Christmas Day, and then we have a Christmas meal. That's the 2 things we always do.
do you tie up everybody's skates?
He ties his own house.
They all can make their way around the ice still, and my sisters are all my older sisters are in their 60s, mid 60s, but they.
What about the daughters' boyfriends?
One is here.
Uh-oh.
They're here right now. Daughter and a boyfriend.
Same room, Jeep?
Yes.
Oh, what's his name? What's his name?
Jonas.
Jonas?
Yeah.
You better not mess around, Jonas.
Yeah.
I've seen James Pat. He gets trained by Sonny on the Lawn, or who he gets trained by?
Donnie.
Donnie.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for Gresh. I've been on Facebook a little bit lately. You've got 100 freaking pictures of you and fans at Madison Square and everywhere. You've been busy lately, huh?
What?
Tom?
Ron, I'll translate for you.
That's not my
comment how many
That's
people you
pictures
have.
over the years, Mel. Those pictures go back. Those pictures go back to the 70s.
They have dates on those.
Oh.
You can look at
I didn't wear my glasses. I'm just making conversation.
No, they were like. No, I have a good relationship with the fans. I love the Ranger fans, but I can't. I think something's gonna. I hope they don't cancel any hockey.
what's Chunuka? Chanuka.
Hanukkah. He spelled
Is
it
that what that
wrong. It's Hanukkah, Ira.
Chanuka.
Chinooka cuckoo.
Chanuka.
It's the least you can do, Mel.
Okay, so hold on a second.
Chanuka.
All I want for Chinooka.
Look at right here. Can you guys see that? It's my
Nope.
writing. Ira,
Nope.
your Christmas
Yep.
present.
Friend Ira.
Friend, I will friend Ira today. If he sends it to me right now, I'll do it live.
Mel, you're giving in.
Now,
go
what
do
were all
it.
those,
Go do
what
it.
were all those
No.
other points?
You've got a chance to really change his life here. Like there should be conditions on this. He should have to learn how to spell before.
Well, I know
Like,
it's
Yeah.
Ira. It's Hanukkah, is it not, Ira? I lived in.
Chinooka.
No, it's Chanuka.
What the hell's
Hanukkah.
Chanukah?
It's a new holiday he just created.
Yeah, they
No.
It's a
just
non-
added.
it's a
They
non-
just added.
it's a
It's
non-
between the 24th and the 25th.
Right. It's a non-profit thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Festivus.
Right. So you intentionally don't make money. You don't make money on that day.
Ira, I'm waiting.
He's calling you.
Oh, there it is. I think.
Cash is on the move. He's on the move.
No. Ira's too slow.
So James, do you sit down with Jonas and have a little conversation about his treatment towards your daughter? Or
No.
is that you just you just show him some old fight tapes, like the Dave Poulin fight tape?
No, I'm not. No,
Old fight tapes.
How old are
Like
they?
it-
two?
Mel's daughter's got boyfriends. Gresh's daughter probably has boyfriends.
No, they don't. They don't have. They're not
Can you
allowed.
imagine-
to
I know Gresh. Yeah, okay.
Can you
That's
imagine Gresh? I
different.
mean, Mel's girlfriend's, Mel's daughter's boyfriend. Who? There are multiple spellings.
How old are they, G?
My daughters are 29 and 27. So 27-year-olds here with her boyfriend.
Oh, and Jonas is how old?
I don't know. I mean, he's around the same age.
Has he got a good job and everything, or what's he do?
Yes, he does.
Does he drink,
he's a
smoke?
mechanic.
Mechanic. He doesn't. Do you do any drugs at all, like marijuana, anything like that?
I don't think so.
Well, it's legal now, Tom.
Yeah, Ron, I agree with you, Ron. I'm not questioning the legality. I'm just like trying to know what his daughter is getting into, right?
Yeah.
It's done.
Ira,
Don't do it.
yeah, confirmed.
Well,
There.
Mel, I'll send you a brand new Ranger golf shirt if you take them off your thing.
Yeah. Defriend him. You know what you should do? Like unfriend him right now. Come on.
He's been asking me for a year. That's enough.
Yeah, but unfriend him right now. He has not earned it. He's put no effort into his spelling whatsoever.
Yeah, no, you got it.
If you really cared about Ira.
Gresh, you're going to the Ranger game on 27th if they play?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm going with my my son and a couple of his buddies.
Okay.
So,
Vancouver is at 50% capacity. Are you guys full capacity, or do you know?
Yes.
well, we're still, yeah, but they're going to be.
No.
I think they're going to chop it down pretty soon.
Yeah.
Right.
Like around here, I guess it's just crazy around here with this whatever this new COVID thing is.
Well, you see some of they're putting out stupid cartoons and that. So, or even live. So you at the airport, you guys have been flying. So let's say you're at LaGuardia, you're 6 feet apart for an hour, standing in line, going through security, and then on the plane, you're side by side.
No, they're not.
I know.
They're not keeping you 6 feet apart in the airport. You have to have a mask on, but you don't have to be 6 feet apart.
No, you're not.
And on my Delta flight on the way out to Arizona, where I was at a golf event by myself without Larry, they had 70% capacity, so they spread everybody out. On my American Airlines flight coming back from the golf event that Larry wasn't at, it was a packed plane.
So I'm going to text Jackie in the next little bit here. Say
Oh, please, come on. She's just getting over the abuse from before.
and say Merry Christmas. How did this conversation go with you and Jackie about going to Phoenix? Like, how did this start?
I think it was basically, Tom, would you like to go to Phoenix?
That's
Yeah, I
it.
said,
Like just, hi, this is Jackie. Oh, I know your voice, Jackie.
I feel uncomfortable really like telling too much because I don't know, what are you going to do with this information? I mean, are you going to attack Jackie again?
Well, no, I'm going to just throw my name in the hat for any future events because
Here's the problem. I got you invited to
You
the
passed up on the one, Mel. Now you're at the back of
that's
the
it.
line.
I went to bat for you, like scrambled to get you. No matter what all the people said, all bad stuff about you, I fought for you.
I'm a golfer, and it's how long was your flight? 5 hours?
Yes.
I'm there in 2 hours. I probably would have saved the Rangers, and who owns the Rangers now? Dolan?
Mr. Dolan and his family. Yes.
Well, Mr. Dolan, or
It's
best
a publicly traded company, though, but that's fine.
Is that Cablevision?
Yes.
I would have saved him like $500 on a flight.
Yeah, but then if all the season ticket holders cancel their tickets because you're such a grouchy bastard, I mean, then
Good thinking, John.
yeah.
Jeep, what are you going to do for 8 days?
Well, the 8 days are halfway over. So, tomorrow's the 24th, 25th. We practice on the 26th and play 27th. And then we play like 5 games in 7 days. And
And James, before we got on the show, James was explaining when they get back in town, they all have to get tested.
Yeah.
If you have 3 or more players, then the whole team has to shut down, right?
Yeah.
Which is
Which is a good chance of that happening.
Right. Every team's going to be like that, yeah, based on what we're seeing.
Oh,
Just out of curiosity, where is Jonas and your daughter right now? Like, are you going to maybe like in an hour have a beer with him and talk? And
I've had a beer with him already, and
You haven't smoked any pot with him, have you?
no.
Okay.
No.
Tell me, are you drinking the soda and Arette?
No, I got a little vodka in here with cranberry juice. I need some vitamin C. Got a little bit of a cold, so I need some vitamin C. There's a purpose for everything you put in your body, Mel. I know you feel the same way.
You're the only one that'll go to Phoenix in 90-degree weather and get a cold.
Okay, but Garth Butcher said that one time to Kenny Baumgartner. Kenny Baumgartner got pneumonia playing in Los Angeles, and he said that to him. Classic. So don't play that off like that's your line.
So what's the next event I could potentially not go to?
I'll find out for you, and I'll let you know after I go to it.
Yeah, send me an email. Thanks.
After I go, no, I'll post it.
Tommy, Christmas with the family?
Actually, my boys, to their credit, my son, the oldest one, is married. He and his wife went down to her family's place in Naples, and the younger one and his girlfriend went to Ohio with her family.
Wow, okay.
So I'm here by myself. I'm very proud of them for that. And I know people say, "Well, Tom, you're by yourself," but I love the fact that they, because we've always had Christmas and Thanksgiving here, so they're thinking of the girls. So very proud of them.
Awesome. So you're gonna go hang with Gresh or
No, not at all.
cooking?
Oh,
I'm cooking. I'm cooking the same thing. I get the turkey dinner going, raspberry pie.
Well, so hold on.
I might go to a movie. I might go to a movie by myself. What movie are you watching? You tell me what you're watching. I'll go to the same movie.
I don't know. It's Rochelle. Rochelle loves to go to a movie on Christmas Day. We've been doing it over here. And again, she's the boss, man. So I took a little bit of heat on that subject. I took a little bit of heat because I took my wife down to the casino. What I failed to tell everybody, I took some heat from some women. Romantic weekend at a casino. I said, well, hold on a second. It's a casino hotel about an hour away from premium outlets. You know what happens at premium outlets. So that little 2-day event.
Buying a barbecue.
No.
You bought some more cologne.
No. I looked. And so don't fret. Crisis averted. My buddy in Dubai, Rick, a man who I played with in New Westminster in 1977, found it in Dubai. It's a half bottle. The play by Javon.
That cologne that they.
The cologne
discontinued.
But the guys.
Doesn't that tell you something that they don't make it anymore? Doesn't that mean like
no? Billy Kondratidiak and Danny DeVito all found them online at Amazon. They're $300 a bottle. I'm not paying $300 a bottle for.
No.
So, anyways, he found it. He got 2 of them. So that's crisis averted. So, anyways, back to the 2-day event in Silver Reef. So down in Bellingham, right across about an hour from my house.
With Robert Redford?
Burt Lancaster.
He wasn't in that movie. It was Robert Redford in that movie. Electric Horseman. James Patrick got it.
That's right.
So anyway,
that's where they dropped the horse off, Silver Reef. What was the name of the horse, James?
I just don't remember. I just saw it.
Silver.
No.
Silver. Idaho Silver.
I'll think of it. Go ahead, Mel. Sorry to interrupt you, Mel. I get you off your train of thought.
So anyways.
Outlet malls.
Yeah. Outlet malls. We're
romantic weekend away.
We bought a bunch of gifts for the kids and everything, but the women will know this. She went down specifically for a purse. Tory Burch purse.
Oh, Tory Burch. She's kind of hot too. Yeah.
Tory Burch.
Have you seen Tory Burch?
So she got that for Christmas. Anyways, that's where the romance came in. I bought her.
You bought her a purse for Christmas. That's romantic.
And then I just packaged it. It's right there. I just packaged it up.
You wrapped it, or did you just put it in a bag? Gift bag.
Gift bag.
Okay.
So that's romantic. She picks out a purse for herself, and that's romantic.
She was happier than a pig on Maggie's farm.
And how long have you been married now?
I don't know.
38 years.
So, Tom, do you talk to your son's girlfriends and that, or
absolutely?
Yeah,
very close to both of them. Yes, Leah.
Do they?
And Val. Leah and Val.
Do they talk back to you, or?
We have very intelligent conversations, just like they're my daughters.
Kind of like we're having today.
No, not at all.
So you act mature in front of them.
Am I not? Oh man, that hurts. Gosh, you going to defend me here? He's telling me I'm immature.
I can't because I'm laughing too hard. Because it's the truth.
What?
No, I'm just saying it's almost the truth.
How do you like that cologne I brought you, Gosh?
Have you guys tried it yet?
No, I'm not putting that thing on. I can't take it out of the container.
I thought that was a cigar.
No, it's cologne, man. I'm not putting that on my body. There's no chance.
I think at the go good at the casino, Gresh.
No, I've used the same. Thank you very much, though, Tommy, for the gift.
My pleasure. Went to a lot of trouble to get that. Cuba. Where do you find these, Mel? How did you find this specific?
Homework, Tom.
Hallmark?
Homework.
Homework.
Investigative homework. Wang Chung helped me.
Wang Chung? You haven't had anybody do any flyovers with the drone or anything around here lately?
No, because no, I haven't.
Because I think Julian's kind of knocked him for a loop.
Yeah.
Julian, that's right.
Okay, so Tom,
Yes.
Saturday is Christmas. You're gonna
Hold
cook
on. The dog's barking. The dog's barking.
No, that's my daughter's dog. He's got a coat on.
Did you want to ask me a question, Mel?
Yeah, so Saturday is Christmas. You're going to be by yourself on Saturday.
Yep.
So then you're going to cook a big meal. Are you going to cook for a special someone on Sunday? Like the neighbors are coming over again? The neighbor girl that runs
There will be a special meal on Sunday. Yes.
with that dog walker person?
You know what? It's we're the kind of the moment hits me. You know, whatever.
What's
Whatever
that, Tom?
we just figure it out in the morning. You know, like inspiration comes to me. So. James, now you're pretty strict with your diet, so during the holidays will you pick out a little bit, like cookies and pies, all that?
Yep. You know, I'm actually making some keto shortbread today that I saw on Facebook. A good recipe. But I will. My sister will make pies. She makes butter tarts. She bakes this whole week, so I will. But literally from the 26th on, then I shut it down. No sugar for.
Right.
You need a bath.
How about you, Mal? You cut down on the sausage. What was that? Did you get a little bit extra?
Well,
vodka there?
I eat it with celery, so it offsets, right?
Oh yeah, that celery does a lot for you.
Yeah.
It's like 99% water.
No, I've tried to cut back on the sugar and the potatoes and all the
You have been good with your diet lately, haven't you? Yeah.
carbs. Because I think that if you're a little heavy, it's bad on my knees. So I try and lose a little bit, right? I tried skating the other day. Freaking hell, that's it for me.
Okay, what skating where? Like just on your own or for an alumni thing or what?
No, I missed an alumni tournament, hockey for the homeless. It's an all-day event at UBC, University of British Columbia. My son went and played. I played it every year, but I can't do it. So Friday, there's Friday morning hockey. They've been doing it for like 35 years at Queen's Park. So I went with my son and went for a little skate. And I got nothing. Well, I had nothing before. I got nothing now. Worse.
Well,
And it hurt.
What
knee
hurts? Your knee hurts?
Yeah. Oh, it's so bad.
Your weenie?
No. So, what was the question? I forgot.
You playing hockey, but you're giving in. Though. I get in the sense that you're giving in. How old are you?
I'll be 62.
Mel, don't go gentle into that long good night.
Yeah. So I think I asked you, how old are you?
Right.
Did I ask you what you're going to be, like how old you're going to be, or how old you are?
Well, if we're friends, we should know each other's birthdays.
Yeah. Well, I could look it up in that book that they wrote about the Edmonton Oilers, but
yeah, we got to get that woman on. Here's another thing. I made a call to the Social Security Department in Bellingham, Washington, to see if I can take that Social Security, because I know someone just took it. Ronnie Jameson or somebody just took it. You can only work 45 hours a month to take Social Security. You know that? So you can't be working.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Tom,
You fit those hours, Mel?
I work. I'm constantly working. All I do is work.
Just the work you put into this show.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You can only work 45 hours a month?
Yep. Or else you can't take the Social Security.
Oh, really? I'm good then.
Ron.
What?
What's going on the rest of the day, Ron?
The rest of the day, I have the people coming over here to do a little bit of work to clean some things up, fix some couple things, and then
Not doing the Nook, are they? Are they changing the Nook around?
Oh no. Got my tree up, some gifts under it.
Fake or real?
Fake. And then Costco maybe later on today.
Oh, it's gonna be a little crowded at Costco today, Ron.
Bad day to go to Costco.
Yeah,
Bad day.
I would recommend like 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, Costco, but that's up to you.
Yeah, I'll go early, and then we're going. The whole family. We're going for dinner tomorrow night. Done.
Where are you going for dinner, Popo?
There's James.
What street is it on?
Oh, how we doing?
He's
Good.
actually back.
Hi.
You're back home.
Larry Melnick down the bottom down there,
Hi.
and
Oh,
Yes. What's going on, bud? How you doing?
Sweet. How are you
What a
guys?
real gentleman. He's a real gentleman, that young man. Good job.
Thank you.
I thought you were going to be at one of our games. Was he at one of our last games, or
yeah,
Yeah,
were you? Did you? They have you doing something?
I go to almost like every game.
Yeah, I know,
pretty
but did they have you doing something? Like, are you going to be doing something? I know.
Oh yeah, and I worked the second to last one, and then I was so into the game that I left the lights on a few times. I was controlling the lights on the ice. So it was. I think we were playing Edmonton that game. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah. So if you saw the lights on there, it was me. During the game.
Pretty
he,
good.
said, he goes, I can't do that. I'm watching the game and the lights. I left the lights on. And turn the lights off and on between shifts.
That's funny.
Oh.
That's good. Very good.
But
So
they're
you watch
building,
the game.
they're
You
building a
watch
new
the game.
building in Winnipeg, aren't you?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
So, your nephew is.
So, James, in all seriousness, I know you don't have to think like this. When they name the coach of the year in the CHL, is there some like awards dinner for the CHL?
I have no. I know there's something for the player of the year and all that stuff. I have no idea. In our league, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't
So
know.
you would think the CHL would have a dinner like the NHL has a awards dinner. So I guess get right to it. Are we invited when you win coach of the year?
Just say no, Jeep.
it's
Just
like,
say no.
okay, our season is like two. It's okay. It's about 40% done.
Right.
40%.
Good.
So that means we have 60% left.
Right.
Like there's so much hockey left. So
Yeah.
much that can still happen.
I didn't ask for some mathematical.
Well, I don't
evaluation.
even think of stuff like that. If that was ever to happen, if that was ever a remote possibility, you would definitely be. You three guys would be invited. I'll put
Yes.
it that way.
Yes.
Hey, Jeep, you can put that new plaque in the new cottage.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, pictures of the four of us all together. We all be
Yep.
up on stage there together and everything.
You know what we could? You know what you could do, Ron and Tom, is talk to Jackie and see if there's any events or any, what do you call them, in Winnipeg. Flies
Yeah.
to Winnipeg.
You have a few cocktails before we do that too, so when we get up on stage there, we're just toasty. Right? That'd be classic.
Hey, so will the NHL shut down? Or-
No, I don't think so. I think a lot of people are taking a stance, and we talked about before. Steve Eiserman came out and made comments that we should just stop testing. These are all healthy people.
Don't test unless anyone gets symptoms.
That's what my son said this morning.
Yeah.
Why are they testing vaccinated guys?
Especially healthy guys with no symptoms. Right.
And they test. I think they have to be tested every second or third day in that league.
Yeah.
19 guys in Calgary tested positive, and like one of them has any flu-like symptoms. The rest don't. They're not even sick.
Right. And it's spreading around now so much that it's like you're going to get it. It's like with this one. Yeah.
It's like the flu.
Right. And again, I agree, Ryan. We got to be careful because people, are getting serious health problems with the regular flu, and they're going to get.
Absolutely.
But we just don't. I mean, to me, it's just like the regular flu at this point, right? So,
if you got certain sidelines in your body that need to be taken care of, like just let it go. Like don't go out, take care of yourself, watch, wear a mask, whatever you got to do. But other than that, have a cocktail, enjoy life.
absolutely. I think vitamin C is very important.
Like my father used to say, make sure you have a good time while you're alive. You know why? Because you're going to be dead a lot longer.
My daughter got COVID. She was supposed to be home on the 19th. She didn't, or 18th even. She didn't get home until yesterday, the 22nd. So she was seriously like flu-like bedridden for 5 days.
Oh, and this was this new Omicron.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah, and she's double vaccinated, and it's not fun, man. It's just
No, I don't think it is fun if you get it. I'm not saying that. I think that it's awful.
Yeah.
But anyway,
All right, Gresh, let's go. So, Mel, great to see you today. Are we going to see you next week as well?
What's
2
next
weeks?
week? 29th,
So that'd be the 30th.
30th.
So
Sure,
23 plus 7.
sure. Yep.
Don't get
We
so
should-
excited.
29
about
and
it.
a half.
We should
Okay,
probably
and
talk-
next week, Mel, can you tell us why you missed 2 weeks ago? So then it'll be
Yes.
3 weeks back. Next week? Can you give us the answer of what you were doing?
Yes.
I'd rather-
Thanks, James.
Okay,
It
Homer.
just doesn't cut it to say I couldn't.
Hey,
listen,
Mel,
we-
Merry Christmas. Enjoy the movie. Give
Yep.
Rochelle and the kids.
This is what you've
There,
done, Mel.
there,
That's
I
what
love
you've done now.
See? You see? I need Jackie to get me to New Jersey.
I don't think. Well,
I got
What do you want to do in New Jersey?
Ira's in New Jersey. Billy Kondratitiak. Deborah Meseringhausen-Hosen. No, she's in.
Oh.
yeah, but the way yeah,
Idaho.
we need to talk about the whole Jackie thing. Maybe tomorrow, the next show, we get Jackie on actually and really discuss how.
I think we have to clear the air.
That'd be good.
All right, guys. Everybody have a great Christmas.
Merry
Okay,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
you
everybody.
guys.
We'll see you next
Thanks,
week.
Everyone.
Okay, bye.
Okay,
Holy
see you guys.
shit. Next